Kenya has a coastline of 1,420 kilometers and massive water bodies, among them being the Indian Ocean, Lake Victoria, Lake Turkana, Lake Nakuru and Naivasha, among many others. However, the full potential of these water bodies is yet to be realized, as Kenya majorly tends to focus on land as the key natural resource.
Our country is a country that is supposed to be running on 4 pistons or 6 pistons, like a car. Unfortunately, we have been only running with half of our capability, the land capability. Kenyans hold dear the issue of land and plots and the issue of Amogonda, Shamba. This is crucially important to Kenyans. And yet, if you look at the great economies of the world, all of them, China, the UK, the United States, Canada, Germany, all of them, their history and their economic development has been built on the back of the blue economy, not so much the land economy. It is because they have had capability to traverse the world to enjoy the benefits of the global economy that they have been able to build their national economy.
While blue economy might still be a foreign idea in the country, it bears enormous economic potential. If done well, Kenya is set to enjoy accelerated economic growth in the next 5 to 10 years.
If you look at the great wealth in Europe, in North America, in Asia, it is around the boundaries of the oceans. That's where the great wealth is. If you look at the great wealth, as I said, in those various parts of the world, it is around lakes. In Kenya, it's the opposite. Some of the poorest people are to be found in these areas because we have not been able to focus and exploit these huge resources, that is the resource that is there for us. So we want to correct this. And we know we can double the size of our economic growth over a period of 5, 10 to 15 years. And that's what we want to do.
With devolution taking root, counties equally have been given a seat at the table. It is for this reason that the governors were invited to have a thorough discussion on the place and benefits the counties are set to get if they fully engage in blue economy.
To encourage counties not just to look at the conference as an end in itself, but look at the post-conference situation where they need to create the necessary institutions within the Council of Governors, probably have a committee on the blue economy, look at flagship projects to commence in their counties, and even consider including or creating budget lines for the blue economy. That is part of what will inform this session and post the conference session.
However, for blue economy to fully work, there must be collaboration between key sectors in the country, among them being tourism, transport and security. Investors must pool their resources and make investments along water bodies to attract tourists and increase money circulation in those regions.
We are not exploiting it. Not exploiting it. The whole idea of the urban development, we have seen now with the current housing effort in Malindi, the number of resorts that are targeted to be set up there. Hopefully around Lake Turkana, resort cities. Why should anybody retire in the cold air of Europe, or for that matter Limuru, when you can go and live in the warm climes in a resort city in Malindi or in Lake Turkana, fully facilitated. You know, in the United States, if you go to Arizona, it is a landlocked state, and yet it is one of the most popular destinations for retiring Americans. And they put it all around Lake Tahoe and all these artificially created lakes out in the Arizona desert, because there is no better air for those of us who are getting a little old, than dry, warm air that gives you a longer life. So, we have not exploited this.
Blue economy might not have taken off in the country, but the dialogue today between relevant stakeholders and the government on the state of blue economy in Kenya is the first step towards the realization of the full economic potential it presents.